Hello again. You are watching Today on eNCA DSTV Channel 43 with me, Dan Moyane. Now, more charges have been added to the charge sheet of the 7 men who've been arrested for the kidnapping of 8-year-old Abira Dekta. They will all remain in custody. The magistrate making an order today that the accused not be identified in any way in order to preserve the integrity of the investigation. Dekta was kidnapped while on her way to school in November. She was rescued 11 days later by police from a house in Khayelitsha. The case has been postponed to the 13th of December. Now, senior reporter Ayesha Ismail is keeping a close watch on this case. She's joining us now live from our studios in Cape Town to bring us the latest. Good afternoon, Ayesha. Thanks for joining us here on Today this hour. So I understand there are extra charges have been added. What do we know so far?
Well, we went to court this morning expecting to have a bail application heard in the Wynberg Magistrates Court, and we heard in court today that 3 of the 7 men were legally unrepresented today. They did not have any legal representation, and for that reason a bail application could not proceed. Instead, we heard from the state that extra charges had been added to the charge sheet, and this is what the NPA's eNCA had to say about those charges.
Charges have since been added, which include being a member of a criminal gang. We are charging them under the POCA Act, and for accused 2, we are charging them and him under with robbery with aggravating circumstances. Then for the rest, they will be charged with kidnapping, kidnapping with alternative human trafficking. They will also be charged with pornography, child pornography, as well as attempted extortion.
Ayesha, I wonder how the parents, if they were in court of the little girl, how did they respond to these additional charges? Pretty serious charges.
Indeed, and Aslam Dekta, the father of Abira Dekta, was in court today, and he was supported by friends and family. He did not want to speak to us today after the court proceedings. We did speak to some of the other people who came to support him, and they were saying that they were shocked when they heard about the additional charges. However, they said that they did not want the accused to be granted bail, and they came to court to make that clear. And this is what one of the family members had to say.
We can support the family in whatever way, and we have an online petition that's over 10,000 already, and it's been signed worldwide. So we represented to the court. So all we want in this case is justice.
Okay, Ayesha, finally, the case is postponed to next week. That's Tuesday, the 13th of December. What do we expect to happen? Do you think that bail application will happen next week?
No, the bail application won't happen next Tuesday. What will then happen is that the 3 accused will now be given an opportunity to find legal representation, and on Tuesday another date will then be secured for the bail application. But Dan, what's also interesting to note is that this matter has now become a Schedule 6 matter. You heard eNCA talking about the POCA Act, and that is the Provision of Organised Crime Act, and having now been declared a Section 6 matter, it now means that the 7 accused, the onus will now be on them to come up with exceptional circumstances as to why they should be granted bail. The onus is not on the state to grant them bail. The onus will be on them to produce exceptional stances as to why it will be in the interest of justice for them to be granted bail. So this is a case to watch, but of course we were all very shocked to hear about those additional charges on the charge sheet.